minutes or so moving to where we are now. I mean, I guess it's plausible, but highly unlikely knowing what we know about bobcats, especially at the speed he shows up on the second stand. There's just no way that cat was coming the whole time at that pace. At that pace, he would have had to been coming from over a mile away, trotting across an open pasture, and that just don't make any sense. Besides that, the sheer timing on our part to get set up at the exact moment he randomly made it into the open, had he been coming the whole time, I'm guessing those odds would have to be 1 in a million. So let's just assume for a moment he was in the same place and never moved, and he did hear it the first time but never triggered. My question to you is why? Ronnie and I both think it all boils down to opportunity outweighing desire. In other words, we finally gave him a close enough opportunity at an easy meal he simply couldn't refuse it and had to come check it out. Whereas before, his desire to chase something down was not high enough to travel that far. But when all he had to do was get up and go from the bedroom to the living room, it was just an opportunity he couldn't let pass him by. You know, we've heard guys say you must move a mile between stands to be successful. Well, that really all depends on the terrain and what species you're targeting. Coyotes are one thing, but cats are a whole different story. And I bet the guy that told me you must move a mile before you make another call, he probably would have drove right by this one. You know, this exact situation just goes to show there's no generic rule like you must move a mile between stands that fits across the board, because each situation is different. We knew there was likely at least one cat still left in this little thicket, so choosing to step out of our own box and try him from a different angle turned out to be a great call. I think a lot of times it's easy for a predator hunter to fall into a trap of calling a place from the exact same location every time they hunt it, based on history. Sometimes that works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you're struggling to get a response on a place like we were here, sometimes just simply changing the angle the sound is coming from can trigger a response. You know, this situation for us is just like a bass fisherman casting at the same stump over and over because he knows there's a fish there, and slightly changing the angle of each cast until he triggered a response and got him to bite. As crazy as that sounds, I believe predators can be the same way sometimes, especially bobcats. Sometimes if your gut is telling you there's one there, sometimes the difference maker is making multiple casts from different angles till he finally bites. We really wanted you all to see firsthand how this stand plays out, so we'll keep it rolling. But for a moment, let's switch gears and talk about something we feel is important for every night hunter to think about. A few weeks prior to this night, we were out hunting and honestly having a really slow night. We'd already made several blank stands, and while in the truck going to another spot, Ronnie says, "I wonder if we're just overthinking some of these places." And I thought to myself, you know, you may be exactly right. If you really think about it, quote unquote, history with a specific location or what you've done in the past on a place is only a starting point to formulate a plan of attack of how to hunt it. Sometimes going by history will work, and sometimes it won't. But if you're closed-minded and dead set in your mind, you must hunt it from the exact same spot. Every single time you hunt it, you may be passing right by opportunities at animals willing to come to your Foxborough. A good scenario of this exact situation was just the other night. We were headed into a place to make a stand where we always do, and on the way in, we spot a coyote with thermal already on his feet looking for a meal. We then chose to stop the truck and get out and try him. Now, based on the way this place looked in this particular spot, we would have never intentionally made a stand right here, just solely based on how it looked. There was nothing there that looked like it would hold a coyote. But on this night, there was an active coyote there. And from our experience in this area, a coyote already out looking for an easy meal is usually on average an easier sell than one that's laid up and not. I know without a shadow of a doubt we can credit Ultimate Night Vision for putting us on this coyote, because had we not had thermal, we would have drove right by this active coyote to get where we were headed. This scenario by itself truly shows the power of thermal and why every single night hunter could benefit from it. It reveals the ones already out looking for something to eat. And I'll put my money on that coyote any day of the week over one that's laid up to generate a quick response. This right here in itself is the definition of an opportunist. Thank you, Tyler. In case you guys were wondering, no, this isn't the same coyote, but it is the exact same field. Believe it or not, only 2 nights later we catch yet another coyote in almost the exact same spot as the other one. They say lightning never strikes twice in the same spot. Well, it's about to here. We killed that coyote less than 50 feet from where we killed the other one. Both were found with thermal already on their feet hunting first, and both responded immediately to the call. Because we took the time to take advantage of a situation that was out of our normal routine. If there's ever a reason to give Ultimate Night Vision a call, situations like this are it. Well, after a 5-minute break he took trying to decide what to do, we finally coaxed him enough to come on our way. Let's just see how this all unfolds.
Sure enough, man. Holy moly.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this.
Yes, sir. Golly.
Oh my goodness.
That's a pretty good one out there, man. That's a pretty good one out there, man.
The African crowned eagle is known as the most powerful eagle in all of Africa. Well, I do believe now it's safe to say one crowned eagle in particular has officially become the most feared raptor in the States. Her name is Rousey, and she's one extraordinary bird with a story that's just as special. Named after the MMA fighter Ronda Rousey, her talons are likely the only in the world to have pierced both the skulls of African jungle monkeys and the native North American coyote. And according to Titus, she's named after Ronda.
Because Rousey is not only beautiful, but deadly.
Over the past 3 years, Titus has made her the apex predator of the South. To date, she's taken down multiple coyotes and over 500 black-tailed jackrabbits. My stay in Kansas was short, and I told Titus I wanted to see her hit just one single coyote while I was there, and it would make my year. And he said, let's do it. The coyotes are moving and Rouse is ready.
The crowned eagle's very intimidating. They look right through you. You know, they have green eyes and they look right at you. And if they're not familiar with you, they'll put that crown up and give you a look that will make you fear for your life, which is true. I say they have a stare that might make you change your underwear. So, anyway, it's pretty serious. But when they're hunting, oh, it is fantastic. These raptors are just unbelievable. All right, let's go get the Queen of Africa. See if she can kill a coyote tonight. Roxy! Roxy says, I want to go, I want to go. Roxy, you can't kill a coyote, Rox. Yeah, hey, sweet girl. All right, let's go hunting, come on. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Good girl. You're a sweet girl. Yes, you are. You want to kill a coyote tonight, baby?
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining,
Now, I'm sure some of you are sitting there wondering just exactly how is this bird gonna manage to catch a coyote? Well, 1,500 pounds of pressure behind razor-sharp talons in both feet is how.
They are very capable. Now, we've taken 22. That's 11 with the golden and 11 with the crown. But they have hit at least another 50. I'm not sure if they're playing with them or at the last minute they think they're too big and they don't want to fight. And they're, well, I'm not in the mood tonight. But they will come in full speed and hit them either in the top of the head and send them ass over tea kettle as they drive the head into the ground, or they'll hit them in the rump and then it folds the back legs under them and they wobble and slide and you see a bunch of dirt kick up and the coyote recovers and looks back and got his tail between his legs and he said, oh, what the hell was that? You know what I mean? All right, baby, come on, let's go catch a coyote. That's a girl. You're such a sweetie. You're a sweet girl. Yes, you are. Yeah. Yeah, she said, I didn't think you were coming to get me tonight. But we're ready. She says she's ready. All right, we're locked and loaded. We got the heater on. We're gonna keep her low out of the wind. We got a nice little heater blowing right here to keep the bird's chest and feet warm. We put them down like this. Keeps them out of the wind. This is nice and padded. And that heater just blows a nice warm breeze over their feet and chest.
It's not a matter of if they're capable. It's simply a matter of finding the right coyote in the right field for Titus to have enough room and speed to catch him. His job is just to get close enough to give Rousey a chance. They're way faster than the jacks, which makes them a much harder target to fly down.
And they're running full speed. There's nothing easy about them. The eagles probably hit 50 or 60 off the glove. The coyote can easily run 40, 45, and they gradually close on them. And then there's contact, and it's a lot of fun. My initial goal was to breed the eagles for big, mean females because they would be certainly the most capable to take them regularly. The jackrabbits we see keep them in shape. We'll regularly take anywhere from 3 to 5 jackrabbits in a night's hunt, and that will allow the eagles to stay in good shape. Go, baby, go! Go, baby, go! Oh, you go, not that fast. Go, baby, go! Get him! Good girl, baby. Way to go, Rouse! Woo! Good girl, Rousey. Rousey's a good hunter. Yeah. The eagles trade differently. Rouse is a good hunter. Hey, Rouse. I'm the only falconer that has ever worked with Rousey. Rouse, get that mouse, honey. She has perfect manners on the kill. The only time you'll see her crown up or anything else is when there's a guest, like when you're filming, or there's lots of people with us and they want to get out and get around her on the kill. Rousey, get the mouse, baby. She trades for a mouse. I cover the jackrabbit with a blanket. I hold the back feet because she'll want to take the rabbit with her. Then she'll go over and get the mouse, let go of the jack. I throw the jack in the truck. She finishes the mouse or two, and I hop her back up to the glove for another one. Rousey, come on up, baby. Come on up. Come on up, baby. Come on up. Here she goes.
Over the 3 nights we hunted Rousey, she managed to catch 11 jacks with mixed-in slips on coyotes, and each night yielded some incredible action with heart-pounding flights. I believe Titus has sharpened Rouse's skills so well, she knows when his foot hits the gas, it's game time.
The eagles are extremely intelligent. They know that when I'm driving around in the Pinscour, they can feel if I accelerate, or they just know that when that hood comes off, there's something there. And you can feel, them start shuffling their feet when I accelerate. Oh yeah, they know it's coming. Go get him, girl. That hood comes off and they're off like a rocket. Rousey the rocket.
Being there to witness this action in person was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen with my own two eyes. The best way to describe what happens when that hood comes off is like watching Iron Man with a rocket strapped to his arm and pulling the trigger. She's that fast. You're actually watching it at 240 frames per second, but in real time you can't even hardly blink and it's over.
You've gotten some great footage with the GoPro that's right over my left shoulder. It shows how fast we actually take the hood off and how fast they're off the glove. My gosh, I was impressed myself when I saw how quick that hood comes off and the bird's off the fist. You just have done it so many times. When I saw some of that footage, I was like, whoa, that is fast. Go get it, girl.
The jackrabbit catches for Rousey, although amazing as they may be, are still only a precursor for what I really came to see. I knew she had it in her to take down another predator 4 to 5 times her size, but I wanted to see it.